G'day everybody, it's Annette here. In this video I'm trying to teach myself how to do some 3D looking waves. I saw this on YouTube by a lady, I think her name was Linda Bartlett, but I will link her down below in the description box. And she makes these gorgeous 3D wave sculptures, so I thought I'd give it a try using her technique. For mine, I'm just using Artco Artist resin, and I have some Ziploc bags and 2 small cups. I've only mixed up, I think it was only about 40 mils of resin. I just had a very small amount, and I divide that evenly between my 2 cups. Then I'm using some Colour Passion gel tint in aqua and also in turquoise. I only want to put a little tiny amount in. I want this transparent, so you can see I'm not pressing the dispenser very hard at all and putting it on the edge of the cup. I did it on the edge just in case I wanted to wipe some off. I mix it in well and just check the colour. My favourite actually is the aqua colour, the blue one, which is on the left. It's just a gorgeous colour. I've also prepped a couple of boards, and I've hand painted a sea in the background just so I can see how this will look on them. I don't know if I'll use these ones or different ones. Of course you can do big ones and small ones, it just depends the size of your Ziploc bag and also what you drape it over. Firstly, you just melt the end of your bag away from where the Ziploc is by briefly pressing your butane, and I do mean briefly. Then I check along that edge just to see that it's all jagged and not smooth edges, and if there's still a little bit, I'll just press it briefly again. It's very tricky and it takes a little bit of working out, because if you do it too much you will get holes, which you don't usually see until you pour the resin in, of course. When I'm using my resin and I've got some spare, this is what I've been doing lately. So I've got actually big ones made, small ones made, you know, medium ones, just all different ones. It's a great way to use up your resin. The colour you choose is totally up to you, and the way you put it in is totally up to you. You can do all an aqua colour, or all a blue colour, a bit of blue first and then the aqua. You know, you can do your turquoise first, whichever way you want to go. Either way, you just pour some in, squish it out with your finger, and try and get it into all the edges. Pour in a bit more. This first one that I did is actually a bit too minimal. I was going to use this for a very small wave, but I don't think I've put enough in there. But anyway, I push it all up with my hand or my fingers, squish it around a little bit, then seal it and put it aside. The first ones that I ever did of this, I left them, I think it was 6 hours and 8 hours, and I made them yesterday, which you'll see shortly. I've got them on the table with me, but I forgot to press record on my phone, so I totally forgot to record it for prosperity, so to speak. So I'm doing this really late at night. I think it's 10 p.m. and I don't get back to this till 10 o'clock the next day, which is way too long for draping it over your cylinder type of thing, unfortunately. But I'll probably use those ones as some moving water in the background somehow. There you go, that's my second one, and I did the blue first with this one, or the aqua first, and then the turquoise, and it's got more in it, so this one turns out a little bit better. When I'm done, I leave them sitting flat on baking parchment or a silicone mat, and I come out every couple of hours and I just squish them a little bit and shape them a little bit with my fingers until I can't move them anymore. After 6 hours or so, that's when I drape them over something that is round, you know, like a paintbrush, a piece of dowel, a broom handle, just whatever you can find, really. I did this one over here, or these over here, last night about 10 p.m. and it's now almost 10, so 12 hours later. These ones here I did in the morning yesterday, and before I went to bed last night I've set them up so you can see what I'm going to do with these here. These jars are just to hold everything down. And what I do is I put a bit of Glad back over the top and then press them down over something round to give like a wave lip effect. I just put this on pause and put the camera back in the holder. Alright, because I've left these on for 12 hours, I think I'll take it out and try and soften it a bit with my heat gun. So there you can see my wave effect. Alright, I might do it that way. I can hold on to it. Okay, I can feel that under my hand bending a little bit better. Put that one there. And we'll see how we go. If this doesn't work, I've got the others to do anyway. And then I might be able to just use these as surrounding, you know, movement in the water. I'm not too worried about it. It's just the first lot I did that I showed you that were nearly cured. I forgot to press record, so I recorded that little bit last night of me doing those 2 or 3. These are larger waves that I did a couple of days ago, and they've been just sitting on top of a roll of wrapping paper. This one I've taken out already. You can see it's quite firm, and so that would go on your board or whatever, your art piece. I like that one up higher for some reason. You can also make like white fluffy bits to go on the edge of your wave and attach them with a bit of resin. Anyway, I'll see how these all turn out, but they give a lovely water look effect. So I thank Lynn Butler again for her instructions. Mine are nowhere near as good as hers, but I'm trying. Next I'll try and attach them somehow to a piece I've done. But for today, thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions, just ask. Bye.